What is up, YouTube? That's here today. I'm back doing more Pokemon VGC Reg J Wi-Fi battles. Today we're busting out a super cool team that uses Hoopa Unbound, one of my favorite mythical Pokemon in Reg J. We're pairing it with a Magician set with Misty Seeds, because today we're busting out the Misty Surge Weezing. We're not using Neutralizing Gas. What we're actually trying to do is use Misty Seeds to give us a Spadef boost when we actually pair it with Weezing, and then from there we can use our Magician ability to take our opponent's items. So if we go up against like Shadow Riders, we can take those Sashes. Against Koraidons, we can take those Specs. Against like Iron Hands and stuff, we can take those big AV baby and give us even more Spadef boost. This is actually a really cool set. It's a Trick Room team, kind of like a Tail Room team because we have Tailwind on our Reshiram, but I think it's a really cool core. You know, we have multiple Trick Room setters in Hoopa and Porygon with unique defensive typings. We have a big AV Incineroar with a bunch of attack investment. We have a bulky Ogerpon to be able to deal with like Kyogres as well as like close out other fire types because, you know, fire types are pretty good against our team. Our Incineroar is not that great into them. Hoopa kind of struggles dealing with Incineroar, so that I think you do need Ogerpon on this team. We're rocking a full special attack Weezing, so after we get up the Trick Room, this thing is going to chunk people with Sludge Bomb and Deagle. We even have Taunt if we need it. And then the last mon is just going to be a really cool Reshiram set. I like this. It's going to be Charcoal, Fire Terra, full modest Reshiram with just enough speed to outspeed Shadow Rider in a Tailwind, which we currently have on our Reshiram. So we have a little bit of like a Tail Room mode. This is one of the more creative Reg J teams I think I've ever made. If you want to try out the rental for yourself, it's going to be up on Patreon, link in the description. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right onto these games. Wish me luck. Here we go. Yo, that team has a Mewtwo in it. So Mewtwo versus Hoopa Unbound, huh? Let's see how this one's going to work. Mewtwo versus Hoopa Unbound. I think we can probably get away with like Hoopa and Weezing lead. I think that's probably just pretty safe. And then maybe pivot in like Ogerpon or Incin. I also think we have to watch out for Urshi Dark on that team. Is it going to be Urshi Dark? Do I want to Trick Room this? I think I could definitely Trick Room this if I wanted to. So like these two look decent on paper. Trick Room into Pivot Weezing. I really just like the Weezing play because I can just trick them with the Hoopa. So like I'm looking at these for this. I don't think you want to bring the Reshiram just because it only has fire moves. So it's not good into Dragonite, not good into Urshi Water. I don't really need it versus like Ninetales. So this is probably fine. Reshiram's a cool mon. I'm sure we'll use it a lot in our games. But getting a Spadef boost to Hoopa with the potential to like pivot in and Incin and intimidate something like a Dragonite, that could be really, really nice. And one really cool thing about this team is they're really not expecting the Weezing to be Misty Surge. They're expecting it to be Neutralizing Gas. And that is Urshi Water, which is worse for us, but like I think Hoopa is still probably going to live a Surging Strikes. I have Grass Terra. We're going to be fine. Yeah, just got to pop my Terra. Cool, so the way that we're going to play this is just pop Grass Terra, go for Trick Room. I think I'll D-Gleam to break Sash on Ursh, and then get ready to win out. So Grass Terra is going to go up there, and we're just going to rip a big D-Gleam. This is a full special attack Weezing too, so this is made for TR. This is made to have like the slowest possible terrain activation possible, so like we can always underspeed things like Indies and stuff like that too. So this is going to be good. And then we're going to be able to take their items. I'm going to take that Urshi's item with my Hoopa Magician. That's like the whole strat behind this. So here we go. Grass Terra about to be popping this one off over here. If I get taunted on my Hoopa, that's unfortunate. Not that much I could really do about that though. So we'll just play our cards as they lie on the table here. So big Hoopa. Hoopa, Shoopa, Hoopa. We got a Spadef boost. Remember that. Look at that. Look how bulky we are. Special attack drop really sucks considering I are a special attacker. And you're hitting the Rocky Helmet Weezing. Oh my gosh. Look at that value. It's specifically made to have that item just for Urshi Water. That's so cool. You're actually going to lose that Ursh to Dazzle here, I think, which is really going to speed up this game. Man, imagine if I didn't get a Spadef drop, this game would have been like, sorry, a special attack drop on my Hoopa. This game would be over like this turn. Because like I'd be able to just pop the Flutter with the Hoopa next turn. Our moves are currently Psychic and Dark Pulse as well on this Hoopa. So we're not like amazing, but they were not expecting TR there. Hoopa is going to be able to get the big TR up. I don't really care if they want to bring in an Incin. I think I'll just protect my Hoopa, pivot in my Incin, have a fake out pin. No, I'm saying, no, I'm saying. No, I'm saying Incin. Oh, it's Mewtwo, bro. I'm going to pop this thing. What Terras does Mewtwo go? Fighting would probably be realistic here. Dark Pulse full sends that. I think if I double into Mewtwo, I think we're gaming. I'm not afraid of the Flutter. I don't know if they're going to go Steel Terra Mewtwo. Okay, they're just going to lose Mewtwo. Awesome. Look at that damage. And I can't get the poison, but it's great damage. Special attack drop. We still pick up the KO with the Dark Pulse. Awesome. Mewtwo goes down for the count. We do be loving to see that. I don't care about Moonblast. I don't care about Shadow Ball. I take the Sash, too. Wow, what was the item on the Ursh, then? Mystical Fire. Do more special attack drops. Dude, that Flutter is a bully. Big bully. And then the last mon, Survey says, what you working with over here? Dragonite, it is. Alright, I could just switch out my Hoopa. But, like, I think I'm going to just leave it in and then bring out Incin safely. So what I'm going to do is try to flinch the Dragonite. I know that you're perfect. You don't need to flinch Dragonite. It's not inner focus. So it could be inner focus. It's like, I'm going to make sure, you know. It's a little bit less damage to use Dark Pulse 2 than Psychic, but since we're already at -2 special attack, I don't think it really matters all that much. Dazzling's going to do a lot of damage here. And if you want to stand and go for like an E-Speed against my Weezing, you're going to lose your multi-scale there. So that's going to be fine. I do not care about E-Speed, normal Terra Dragonite, like, pop it off, King. Like, go nuts. Ain't no one saying you can't do that. I got the right Mons in the back for this situation. My Incin's going to come in hot. You can't stop both of my Mons here. So great Dazzle. That looks to be multi-scale, right? So that means I can actually flinch you. Survey says. Scale Shot. Ooh. Spicy. Alright. Scale. He's rocking the Reg H tech out here. Do I live? A crit, never lucky. Alright, so it's going to be loaded dice most likely. And then Weezing might die. I think Weezing will probably go down here. But then I bring out my Incin. And I can fake out that Dragonite if need be. He's going to get a defense drop from the Scale Shot. I think we also have... what is it? I think we also brought Ogerpon here, which is going to be great. Shadow Ball's fine. Again, like, Weezing did its job for sure. Great stuff here on Weezing. And remember, we're mitigating, like, the fact that Misty Search is still on the board, right? We're still mitigating damage from Scale Shot. Like, that barely KO'd our Hoopa, even though Hoopa has, like, a terrible base defense. So let's go into Ogerpon. Ogerpon can seal up the Flutter. I wonder if we're going to see a double protect this turn, because Trick Room is starting to expire, but I think we have the right moves and the right Mons here. Great Intimidate. So 2 turns left. I think the right play would be something like fake out here and just go for like an Ivy Cudgel into the Flutter. I think that's a safe play. If you want to protect with your Dragonite and protect with your Flutter, that's fine. If you want to protect with your Flutter, your Dragonite eats like a fat fake out and that works for me. So Ivy Cudgel pops into this Flutter set. We do be loving to see that. Dragonite, I'm pretty sure that was a multi-scale set, not inner focus. We're gonna be able to scout for sure right here. Yeah, there's the flinch, easy peasy. That's one of the reasons why we went why we went that hard with the Weezing, and we should be able to get the W right here. Cool. So we're gonna take that win and show me that loaded dice. Look at that big, almost full attack Incin. I think we have 196 points plus nature, and we're knocking off the loaded dice, right? Right? There it is. Yeah, this is our Incin set. Like, very, very bulky on these AV sets. I think when you build, like, a TR team in Reg J, it's a really, you know, good idea to have multiple setters like we have with our Hoopa and our Porygon. But then you need, like, multiple mons to actually abuse inside of the Trick Room. Like, this Incin is, like, such a bully. Like, I can do good damage in, like, Zamazentas. I can Oko things like Zashi and Arillabooms. I have really, really good damage with this Incin. It's not like the bulky, you know, pivot mon. It's like a, I'm the captain now, like, Trick Room's up and I'm about to be swinging for the fences. Remember that Dragonite also did have a defense drop from the Scale Shot, so it was even easier to Oko with that knockoff, and we take those wins all the way to the bank in our first game, and we're going to go into another one. Wish me luck. Here we go. All right, Arceus and Zenta. Ooh, this is actually a pretty nice matchup for Reshiram, I think. So I think I could probably get away with Hoopa here. I think Hoopa is pretty usable into, like, a lot of their core. So we're going to go Hoopa. I think Hoopa Ogerpon looks really usable. Even, like, Weezing looks really nice here. What if I just went, like, that, this, and this? I'm looking at this here. This is going to struggle versus Raging Bolt, but at the same time, like, I'm probably fine versus Raging Bolt. Like, Raging Bolt does not want to eat, like, Fire, Terra, like, Fusion Flares, and it can't really do that much back to me. I think Incin would be nice. I think P2 would be nice. I don't think I have the resources to make that work. So let's try the Reshiram here. This is my first time using Charcoal Reshiram. I've never really been a big Charcoal guy. I don't really like to go, like, Orb and stuff like that. But, like, 1.2 boost on, like, Fire Terra, double dip, full special attack, modest. Like, Reshiram's about to be cooking. And it gives us the option to go Trick Room and Tailwind. So, like, if they want to go heavy Amoonguss play, I just go, I go Tailwind. And if they want to go anything else, I can just go Trick Room, right? Against that, I definitely can Trick Room here. So I get up my, you know, special defense boost here. I can protect, pivot in something. I kind of want to, like, protect, pivot in my, this is such a hard board to be in. Do I need to blow my Terra here? I think I will blow my Terra with my Hoopa here, and it's unfortunate that I have to do this, but, like, I don't want to eat that Moonblast. I do not want to eat the Moonblast. And you see that it's Misty Search. You don't need to, like, prioritize getting the Weezing off the board. So we're going to Terra here, just like we did in the last game. We're going to Trick Room, and we're just going to rip a full special attack D-Gleam. It's going to probably do about 30% to the Bolt. We're going to tell a little bit more about their set. If they're Life Orb, this is doing, like, over half. And then they're going to take a Life Orb Tick. So that's going to do a lot. And remember, if they want to rip, like, Draco Meteors into my Hoopa, those are mitigated by the effect of the Misty Terrain. It's so good. Misty Terrain is so underrated in Reg J. It's an automatic win versus Darkrai teams. It's good against teams that have, like, weaknesses or holes to multiple dragon types. Here's their Terra. Double dipping Electric. Good thing we got that Grass Terra on our Hoopa. Grass Terra is a really underrated defensive typing on Hoopa. You know, last game, you know, we played against the Urshi Water. This one we're going up against Raging Bolt. Like, it's great into Kyogre. I think we're in a good spot here. And they are faster. Well, yeah, we're clicking Trick Room, but you know what I mean. I think we're going to be okay. This Hoopa is not super quick. I wouldn't be surprised if they were actually even trying to be faster. So we can eat this pretty well. We got that Sped Def boost, easy peasy. No special attack drop this time. You can try and hit the Weezing, dude. I don't care. Hit the Hoopa. Oh my goodness, no. You can't parry me. I got the Misty Terrain. That's so much value. And it is Orb, but he's not going to take super effective Dazzling him. So this is still going to do a lot, though. That's still so much damage. And we crit the Flutter Mane. And the Trick Room goes up. That is so nice. Now, we don't need to bring in our Ogerpon or our Reshiram yet, even though they will be able to clean up. I think that the right play here is to probably just... I bet I can get away with KOing one of these. I think, like, which one of these is more likely to have Protect and which one of these is more of a problem? I think Raging Bolt is more of a problem. So I think I might Psychic Raging Bolt and D-Gleam, and that would get the KO. But they might also be more protective. Okay, they're not. That doesn't matter. Cool. Bolt's going to go down, probably. We do underspeed. Nice. As you're going to say, at the very least, Orb takes them out. And I would say getting that thing off the board and making so they can't really do that much damage to Weezing is great. We already know they don't really do that much damage to the to the Hoopa with the Flutter Mane. So I think we're fine. What are they going to do? And we take their Orb. And yeah, that was the reason why I wanted to hit that guy. I wanted to take their Orb. I wanted to take their item. Icy Wind here sucks, but, like, now I'm just slower in TR. So, like, TY, my guy, I appreciate you long time. And let's see. You should not be bringing a Amoonguss here. I mean, the guy's got to disrespect Misty Search Weezing here. Hoopa Magician, so good. What is this? Arceus. Alright, so this E-Speed is going to cook my life. And that's normal Arceus. Is there a reason to protect? No, there's not. We cannot let them Swords Dance. They will actually win the game if that happens. Yep. E-Speed, you have to. You have to. I have to take it. I have to take my L too. Like, I have to stick as much damage as humanly possible into this Arceus. That's how I win the game. I can't let you E-Speed. I don't care if you're banded. Like, I got the bulk on Reshiram to close this one out. Big damage. That's good. I don't need to break this Flutter right now. It's not required. You can go after my Weezing next turn with an E-Speed as long as you're ignoring my Reshiram. Both these are usable. I think Reshiram is correct, though. So Arceus is still going to be a problem. I might have to Fusion Flare it, which I don't particularly want to do. It sucks to ignore this Flutter Mane, right? It does. But I don't think that, like... You know what? Let's just full send it. I think that both these can get it. It's full special attack on both these mons. I just have to hit Heat Wave. And if you want to protect your Weezing... Or sorry, protect your Arceus, I might just KO the Flutter. That's okay. You know, not hitting my Reshiram, and you take Rocky Helmet Chip, like, that's so much value for me. Fusion Flare probably would have gotten that KO, but I think as long as I hit these Heat Waves on both these guys, I'm going to do great. Let's go, Reshiram value. Oh! And he's going to tick out from, well, nothing. I can't burn. Never lucky, right? Last turn of TR. So on this last turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to Spiky Shield and Tailwind. And I think that's the play. This is POW. This is value. Yeah, if I get to keep my Reshiram up here, I win. So, Tailwind. No, I'm going to hit that Arceus. I don't care. If you want to hit this, yeah, I would still win. So we are going to Horn Leech here. You're hitting the Reshiram. I'm going to get your Arceus for it. Yep, E-Speed. Yeah, I'm not going to play that. I'm not going to play this stupid, you know, passive game here. Ice Shard. Whoa! But we gaming! Tailwind is value. This should let Ogerpon pin. Perfect. So I think we should be able to break POW now just because we have the speed control to do it. We saw Ice Shard. And now both my Mons outspeed POW. And so the way I'm looking at this is you can take out my Reshiram. Yeah, I'm going to Fusion Flare your POW. So you still have... Nah, you don't tear it. I think the right play is just this. You can't one-shot my Ogerpon with anything. We're too bulky. And then I'm going to have 2 Mons and be able to full send 2 Mons with perfect accuracy moves into this guy to get the win. Cool. Yeah, I shred there. Awesome. Yeah, doesn't even do anything there. You're probably... I want to say you're banded, but I'm really bulky. So let's see. Are you sashed? Yeah. You might have been banded. It might have been AV. I think I could see AV there. But Reshiram holds on, gets the big wins. Did we use the Hoopa and the Weezing? Did this team actually cook? So if you guys want to try out this team for yourself, remember this team is going to be up on Patreon as well as all my other Reg H and Reg J teams. So think about checking those out. You can join the Patreon for the low price of $2 a month and you get access to really, really cool Reg J teams that you're not going to see anywhere else on YouTube. Oh man, Koraidon Solgaleo here. A lot of sun stuff. Got to be wary of the King Gambit, but I think we have the tools to beat that. I actually think I could lead in Sin here. I know that sounds weird. Reshiram is very usable here. I think Reshiram Ogerpon actually look really good. I just go follow me, Tailwind, you know, easy peasy, like shake my hand. If I need to go into something else, I definitely can. I think I'm going to bring mid game in Sin. I think it's, if I get up the speed control, it's usable. Let me think about that though. I don't know if I need that. Because I do actually want to Trick Room this. Let's actually think about what the right play is. Let's do these. Let's actually Trick Room this. Like, I'm looking at, like, I'm scared of that Gambit, but, like, I'm really scared of that Walking Wake now that I think about it. So, like, those two plus these guarantees that I get everything that I want up. Yep. And I still have a pseudo Tailwind-esque play in the back with Reshiram if I need it. Reshiram's pretty good. I think Reshiram, like, this is a really cool Reshiram set. There's not that many different ways to play Reshiram, and I think this is one of the few ways to make it, like, kind of unique. Awesome. Oh, that is so sick looking. This is my first time seeing the shiny Koraidon. I didn't get a chance to get into those codes. I went to a GameStop. There were, like, 300 people double wrapped around the building at, like, 7 in the morning on the first day they gave the codes out, and I didn't get one. So, unlucky, never lucky me. Speaking about what we got here, though, I think I can just go follow me. Like, follow me, Trick Room. We're not going to be able to proc our Misty Seeds this game, but, like, we have value. We're going to lose the Ogerpon most likely this turn, and then we're just going to be able to come in with Sin and be fine. And you got to make this play, like, because they're going to go full ham into, like, one of our slots. So you force the follow me. This lets me go right into, like, either my Reshiram or my Sin. I can then fake out. I can go for some pins, things like that. Big follow me. Hopefully they go Flare Blitz and not close combat, right? Because that would be a lot of recoil. Spicy extract. Yeah, we take those. We gaming. We gaming. My attack boosts so sharply. I'm so good. I'm so good. My defense, though. Poor my defense. It's going to be Clear Amulet Koraidon most likely, right? They're going to take a lot of recoil here. But if I live, that's sick, right? Bro, if I was the boy who lived, that would have been sick. Awesome. So they're going to take a good chunk of recoil, which should put them within range for, like, Heat Wave, Reshiram, Psychic. I think that's probably good enough, and you can't pivot Gambit in on this either, so I think I'm okay. Yeah. We still have our Terra too. I guess I could have terrestrialized my Ogerpon there and kept that all alive. That probably would have been a better play than what I did, but I was being respectful of close combat. I would have full sent the close combat there, because close combat's good against both these guys. So we're gonna rip. No Terra yet. Don't need to. And this should be good. Maybe I have to, like, I was going to say, should I be Rage Powdering? Like, should I be respectable Rage Powder? Because I could have went Grass Terror on my Hoopa, but I don't think I need to. I think this is fine. This is good damage here. Dumpied. It's going to almost clock Sash, and then Heat Wave. Missing on any of these with Heat Wave is just a game ender, I think. Yeah, it sucks that we missed on the Mon we need to hit. So they're going to lose their Koraidon here, probably to recoil. It sucks we got Rage Powder there. I think it's fine though, because like Sin coming out before Gambit is actually so nice for us. So like Reshiram's on the board, and if Gambit does come out this turn, right, it's gonna get Fake Out pinned, right? So that's one of the reasons why it's still value. Oh yeah, let's see it. Survey says, you really want to send Gambit out to fight Reshiram? And they already Terra'd too, so like I think we're fine. Yeah, let's see it. And Sin out. No Gambit, no Gambit, no Gambit. Yeah, that's right. That's what I like to see. Awesome. So I think what I'm going to do is actually... I think I'm going to double dip my Fire Terra. I want a little bit more damage into that Walking Wake. And I'm going to Fake Out it. And then next turn I'll be able to go for like a knockoff play into it. I like that. So this is the most damage I can stick. And they could just Protect, and that's fine. But I think this will be value. Double Dip Fire Terra, Modest Reshiram, Charcoal Boosted. This is going to do like 30% fourth to the Wake. Look at that damage. Big attack and Sin here. Just got to hit these Heat Waves. Rage Powder, good play, good play. That's why you don't go for the knockoff that turn. You want to get this thing off the board. Nice. Perfect. Let's go. Big damage. Look at this. Bro, that's like over a third with a fourth move. This is so strong. Reshiram, the degenerate. Now show me that Gambit. Show me that Gambit. Do it. Show me Gambit. I know you got it, bro. I know you got it. Do it. Oh, Wims. Bro, you got cooked. Oh my gosh. All right. This should be game. If they want to Protect, they can be gamers. I don't really care. Whimsicott in the very back is an option. But look at this. Oof. Oh my gosh, the Oko! It's almost an Oko. It's like 55% with a knockoff, dude. Full attack and Sin is so good. It's specs too, yeah, definitely. And Heat Wave does hit. Are you sashed? I don't really care. But you're probably cloaked, so good piece. Oh, it's sashed. All right, so that means there was cloak on the Scovillain. Do I get a burn though? Can I get a burn? Any burners? Endeavor, dude, he's cooking. He cooking good looking out here. But there are still turns of Tailwind up. There's still turns of Trick Room up. Or not Tailwind. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying out here. And that's going to be GG's. GG's. Not that much you can do about this. You try to... Every little cheese in the book out here. And we take those wins all the way to the bank, dude. That's what we like to see out here. All right. The ultimate final test. We go up against Arceus. I don't actually think we have a good match against Arceus. I think we have to be bringing P2 in this matchup. That being said, I do like Hoopa here. Hoopa is usable into Shadow Rider, but it's going to be hard. I can go Hoopa. I think Hoopa could be valuable. And I'm thinking, like, what sort of problems would arise from that? I think these two are going to be good. It'd be nice to go Reshiram here. And then I guess like I have to go P2, but like all these guys are all so good. All these other tech mons that make the team work. Let's actually think if we can do this a better way. What if we went Porygon and in Sin and just wanted to be like, hey, I'm going Trick Room. What do you do about it? And then I bring out like these. I actually like this a lot more. Ogerpon's the bit of a weird mon. Maybe I don't go Ogerpon, but I like Ogerpon. Ogerpon's there to pin there and Sin. Yep, I like this. This works. This is going to be a heavy P2 game. Not going to use Hoopa. I think Hoopa might be an incorrect choice. I think P2 can do most things Hoopa can do without blowing its Terra defensively. And when I do finally want to hit that Shadow Rider, I can just rip a Ghost Terra and tear it to pieces. Right, so we're going to be playing against screens, going against big Arceus, sticking these Intimidates right off the rip. Very, very important here. Getting a special attack boost that's so massive. We have everything we need right here. We can go for a Fake Out. We can go for a TR. Like, it's everything that we want right now. So we go Trick Room. We go Fake Out. I think you do Fake Out here. It's either that or just rip the knockoff. I'll rip the knockoff, actually. I don't need to Fake Out. You never need to do those things. You never need to go for the turn 1 Fake Outs. Like, what are you going to do? Swords Dance? Like, that would suck. But you're still out. You're already at -1. Cosmic Power. Okay, so I'm happy that I'm knockoffing. Like, I don't know what you think you're doing over there, homie, but, like, you don't got no leftovers for it, so. Perfect. Cloak. Oh, God. This is... I don't want to deal with whatever it is that Arceus thinks it's doing. It ate that so well, too. Wow. This is going to be dangerous. This is more damage because it's stab. Yeah, I need to get this guy off the board. Light screen, that's fine. This Flare Blitz is like our saving grace here. It's not. He's like full HP defense too, and I can't burn. That doesn't do anything. That's so crazy. This is doing nothing. I'm like a full attack in Sin. And are you just gonna recover? Oh my god, I'm so cooked. What do I do to get around this? This is very bad. He's gonna recover this turn. I need to crit. Yep, that's the only out. I need to crit with Ogerpon. That's the only out that I have. Yep, that's, and now that the dual screens are up too, like I just don't see how else we get out of this other than critting it with an Ivy Cudgel. That's a crit right there. Come on in, Sin! Crit! Never lucky. He's gonna go recover off. Yeah, that was a good crit though. Terra Blast, that Terra Blast crit. If I Flare Blitz there, I think I had him. I was not expecting to crit with the Porygon, man. What can I tell you? If he doesn't recover, I'm cooking. I got him! Ah, he didn't do it! Dude, why didn't you recover? You had to recover though, dude. That's your fault. That's not on me. You had every shot to win this, baby. Alright, so we just send 2 moves into that thing and get the KO. Because you can't, yeah, you can't stop both. The correct play here in every single situation... Oh, you can't even Thunder Wave. But you can Scary Face your own. The right play here, I think, is to follow me, but I think that I can get away with this. Yeah, which is more damage, you know. So whatever's pivoting in is pivoting in on Ivy Cudgel. Oh, yeah! Okay, yeah, agreed, rewarded. You don't have Protect on that set. You have Cosmic Power, like, Cosmic Power, Recover, and other moves, right? Crits are pretty nice, last time I checked, dude. That's kind of value. And then this Ivy Cudgel about to be... He's like, what? No way, but I pivoted in Sin. And then we crit that. Ah! And that's a high crit move, though. That's a high crit move. He has Reflect, Intimidate, all this. Oh my gosh, yo, I'm gaming out here. Dude, I'm just straight gaming. 2 Mons down. Have I even taken damage yet? I Flare Blitz twice, yeah. Or once. Holy moly. What you got in the bag, buddy? It's gonna be Grim and what? Shadow Rider. Cool. Turns on TR are what? Last turn of TR. Full send the Shadow Rider. Just put some respect on it. If your specs, your specs, but like I have the Ghost Tear that I can flip on whenever I want. You should not really be able to pin a Shadow Rider or pin a P2 with a Shadow Rider in this situation unless I let you. So I don't need to flip on my Ghost Tear and try and steal the win right here. I can just wait until you show me your Terra, I'll show you yours, you show me mine, type stuff like that. Or, you know what I mean. Oh, I could have just KO'd it. Dude, I'm just going to get a crit here with this Ivy Control, though. 1, 2, 3. No. Crit! Come on. Never lucky, but that's fine. And is it Nasty Plot? Oh, he's tricking. It's fine. Does not work. He tried to trick my Ogerpon. I think he thought I would swap. New. New. And yeah, hey, he's spexed. That's why you have trick, right? Oh, that's so funny, dude. Oh, we take those. Oh my gosh, that's GG, bro. Get out of here. This bro tried to full send the full Arceus, like, cheese team and got absolutely bodied, bro. He's like, give me that Wellspring Mask. And I'm like, no, you know, you can hold this L instead, guys. If you guys like this sort of team, you want to try it out for yourself, the rental is going to be up on Patreon, as well as the Poke Pace for this team, all my other Reg J teams, all my other Reg H teams, as we prepare for Legends Zygarde coming out in a couple weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have within your hearts to drop a sub on the channel, I'd really appreciate it. We're making a bunch of cool content here. We make daily VGC videos, and we're making a ton of really cool stuff in Legends as well. So think about dropping a sub, and other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you guys next time.